The defendant, Cordante Walker's mother, went on to ask the judge to allow her son to get out of jail while awaiting trial for the murder of his girlfriend so he could attend therapy, setting off rage within one of Lise Keymolen's grieving friends.
She tried. She said he was going to take him to therapy. Still can pay her. Still can pay her.
This is Love Hurts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future content. 23-year-old Lullies Keymolen was beautiful, down to earth, and just a pure joy to be around. She was truly one of the most caring individuals you would ever meet. She lit up every room she walked in. She was always cracking jokes and living life to the fullest. She was always ready to go out and have a good time. Her energy was contagious. Everyone loved spending time with her. But as fun and carefree as Lullies was, she took motherhood very serious. She was a mother first and foremost. She had a beautiful baby girl that was her entire world. There was nothing that she wouldn't do for her daughter. Although things didn't work out between her and the child's father, both worked hard at co-parenting to make sure their daughter had a stable, fulfilling upbringing. Lullies was everything to so many people, but few knew the truth about what was really going on in her life. She had been in a 2-year relationship with 23-year-old Cordante Walker, an aspiring rapper. The two connected and seemed to hit it off well. Everyone thought they made the perfect couple. The two complemented each other well, and he had a daughter about the same age as Lullies' daughter. From the outside looking in, they seemed to make up the perfect blended family. But the truth was, Cordante was an abusive monster. Friends closest to Lullies say that Cordante was jealous and controlling. Lullies' family had no idea that Cordante had physically assaulted her on multiple occasions. Her friends begged her to end the relationship, but she wouldn't. She just couldn't get away. She would make up excuses for Cordante's behavior. And whenever she did leave, it wasn't for long. He would always sucker her back in with apologies and gifts, and she would fall right back into the vicious cycle of abuse. It wasn't hard to see that things wouldn't end well, but everyone was completely powerless to stop it. Police say on August 26th, Lullies and Cordante celebrated her 23rd birthday at her parents' home. After leaving the party, the couple got into a heated argument while driving home. As they approached their apartment complex, Lullies, who was driving, pulled over and got out of the vehicle. She began walking home. She was really just trying to de-escalate the argument. But that's when witnesses say Cordante snapped. He jumped out of the vehicle and began punching Lullies in the face and head while she was laying on the ground screaming for help. Moments later, Cordante got back in the vehicle behind the driver's seat this time, and he accelerated at Lullies, running her over twice. He then jumped out of the vehicle and approached her body. He began slapping her in the face and yelling obscenities before picking her body up and putting her back into the vehicle. He then drove off with half of her body hanging out of the car. Shortly after, police found Cordante in a nearby parking lot where they also discovered Lullies' body inside of the vehicle. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Cordante was immediately taken into custody. A later autopsy revealed that Lullies suffered from blunt force trauma to much of her body. She had a broken pelvis, a broken jaw, a black eye, and a cut on her lip. She had several fractured ribs, and she had bite marks all over her body. It was later revealed that Cordante had a history of domestic violence. According to court documents, in July of 2018, he allegedly punched a different girlfriend in the face several times and threw her into a cluster of bushes in a Starbucks parking lot. The victim in that case also complained that Cordante had bit her several times on her back. Lullies' family was outraged, and they didn't hold back at Cordante's first court appearance, especially after his mother asked the judge to allow her son to be released on bond so he could attend therapy.
Ran incredibly high in the courtroom this morning. The defendant, Cordante Walker's mother, went on to ask the judge to allow her son to get out of jail while awaiting trial for the murder of his girlfriend so he could attend therapy, setting off rage within one of Lise Keymolen's grieving friends.
She tried. She said he was going to take him to therapy.
seeing him is like seeing the devil. After what he did to my daughter and how, seeing her body, there's no words. He's just evil.
The last time Lise's family saw her was on her 23rd birthday, August 26th.
She only lived to be 23 for 3 hours.
Investigators say after Lise and her boyfriend of 2 years, Cordante Walker, left the birthday celebrations with family, something went horribly wrong. An eyewitness reported waking up to her screams for help and seeing Lise lay in a bush while Walker allegedly beat her. When she was able to stand up, the witness says he saw Walker intentionally run her over with his car. The witness called 911, but Walker quickly fled, dragging Lise's lifeless body into his car.
Seeing her like that, touching her, she was just cold. She was swollen still. You could still see the black eye a little bit. You could still see his bite mark on her face. You could still see that her jaw was still a little broken.
As family grapples with her horrific final moments, they're also learning she kept things from them about her tumultuous relationship. They knew there was verbal abuse, but now learned from friends it was also physical, and that Walker has a history of domestic violence.
3.5 long years went by before Cordante was finally convicted and sentenced for the murder of Lullies, and many believe justice was not served at all.
Words filled with anguish and anger cut through the courtroom as Cordante Walker is handcuffed and escorted out.
Shut up! This is all out of pain! Everybody hear her! No!
The outburst sparking fury from both families, a poignant reflection of the deep pain and betrayal Lullies Keymolen's mother is feeling.
I loved you at one time. I accepted you into my family. You promised me that you can be good to my daughter. You failed me. You failed as a man, a father, and a son.
It sucks. It hurts to know that we waited 3 years to not even get what we really were hoping for, which was an answer as to why.
His family has been waiting for this day for years to face Cordante. Today, he asked to face them.
I truly, sincerely apologize. And how you guys feel is validated. You feel me? So I just apologize. And no love is lost on my side. I love all you guys, and you guys deserve this moment.
A rare moment of humility as Cordante recognizes the irreparable harm he has inflicted on both families. His mother sharing her relationship with Cordante's father, saying they lived in a house of horrors, claiming their relationship had everything to do with his development and his explosion the night of Lullies' death.
And Cordante will have to live out the rest of his days knowing that it was at his hands the woman he will forever love lost her life.
He was strangely cold, callous, and unmoved immediately after he ran over Miss Keymolen. I have determined to impose a sentence on count 2 felony murder of 17 years or 204 months.
With the sentencing behind them, both families can now begin to heal.
My heart truly goes out to Lise's family, especially her daughter. Such a tragic ending to a beautiful young woman's life. Her family was not at all happy with the sentence, but they keep her memory alive with a balloon release every year.
Well, thanks for her, and I appreciate everything you guys with all your donations, your presence. I'm about my heart and my son. Thank you. And my baby, rest in peace. We'll see you soon. Love you. Love you.
1, 2, 3, Lullies! Lullies! 1, 2, 3, Lullies! 1, 2, 3, Lullies! 1, 2, 3, Lullies!
If you are in a domestic abuse relationship, create an out plan and get out now. Once you are out, do not turn back. Turning back can cost you your life. As always, loves, don't forget to stay safe, subscribe, thumbs up, and hit that notification bell for future content.